When Coco Gauff burst onto the tennis scene, she quickly became the youngest player to qualify for the main draw at Wimbledon in 2019. But the American professional tennis player recently admitted that she's been moving towards success a little too fast. Are her goals too ambitious for a player who hasn't even won any Grand Slams yet? Coco Gauff was born in Florida in 2004 to athletic parents who instilled a love for sports in her from a young age. Her father, Corey, was a Division I basketball player, while her mother, Candy, represented Florida State University in track and field sports. It came as no surprise when she found her passion for tennis and began swinging a racket at the tender age of 6. Coco's parents recognized her talent and immediately took over her training. The tennis prodigy was only 10 when she traveled to France to coach under Patrick Mouratoglou, who was also responsible for coaching the great Serena Williams. It's clear that her family had a lot of influence on how she trained. Her father, Corey, said that they wanted her to develop as a total athlete, so he enrolled her in other sports as well. That's why it came as no surprise when Coco's dedication and natural talent led her to win the USTA Clay Court National 12 Under title in 2014. Then she also became the junior champion at the French Open in 2018. But the most surprising of all was when, in January 2019, Coco decided to become one of the top 100 ranked players in the Women's Tennis Association. She was only ranked at 685 back then, which made her goal seem even more lofty and out of reach. Little did she know that her world was about to change. At just 15 years old, she received a wildcard entry to compete at Wimbledon, where she faced her tennis idols, including the legendary Venus Williams. Against all odds, Coco defeated Venus Williams in the first round of Wimbledon, becoming an overnight sensation. Her incredible journey continued as she became the youngest player since 1991 to reach the 4th round of Wimbledon that year. She continued to make waves in the tennis world, reaching the 3rd round of the US Open and winning her first singles title at the Linz Open in Austria in October 2019. Her determination finally paid off as she achieved her goal of breaking into the WTA's top 100 rankings. In an interview with the Associated Press, Coco admitted to being impatient when it comes to achieving her goal. She thrives on getting things done sooner rather than later, a trait that is reflected in her tennis career. The biggest goal every year is to win a Grand Slam, Gauff said in an interview. Whether it's swiftly departing from a city after a tournament or refusing to linger in a restaurant, Coco's impatience is apparent. She's always ready to embrace the next challenge, but this kind of approach can be tiring. In 2020, Coco Gauff showed her exceptional talent by reaching the 4th round of the Australian Open, stunning the world with a victory over Naomi Osaka in the 3rd round. The following year, she continued to make waves by becoming the youngest player since 2006 to reach the quarterfinals of the French Open. In 2020, Gauff said that before Wimbledon in 2019, she felt this pressure that I needed to do well fast. When Gauff managed to reach the WTA finals in 2022, she became the youngest player to qualify for the event since Maria Sharapova did in 2005. She said, "It means a lot. Honestly, I didn't think about it until I realized how close I was, and I think I got maybe a little bit nervous in the end, but I'm super excited to be playing in the WTA finals, especially in the USA, and qualifying in singles and doubles is definitely a good achievement." But there's a difference between Gauff and Sharapova. The Russian tennis player had a longer and more established career. By 17, she'd already won her first Grand Slam title. Sharapova went on to become one of the most recognizable and successful tennis players of her generation, winning a total of 5 Grand Slam singles titles and reaching the pinnacle of the sport. Gauff, at the age of 19, is still in the early stages of her professional career. While she's already gotten attention for her impressive performances, she still has a long way to go. And unlike the Russian, who was known for her powerful and aggressive baseline game, serve, and forehand, it might not come as fast or as smoothly for the American tennis player. When her performance started to slow down in 2020, the 18-time Grand Slam champion Chris Evert said, "The freshman year is always easier. After that, the players know her game. She had a few problems with her second serve in this tournament. I think a lot of it was her nerves and just being young." From a tender age, Gauff found herself thrust into the spotlight of the tennis world, capturing attention from fans and media alike. The level of scrutiny she has experienced is not something many people encounter, let alone at such a young age. You know, always at a young age, I was always the best of my age group or top of my age group. And that comes with a lot of pressure, so the pressure is something I have dealt with my whole life, Gauff admits, acknowledging the weight of expectations that has been a constant companion throughout her journey. In 2023, she started things off with a bang at the Auckland Open, where she won the title after a fantastic performance against Rebecca Masarova in the final. That victory set the tone for what was to come. Next up was the Australian Open, where Gauff made it to the round of 16 before facing a tough challenge from Jelena Ostapenko. Despite the loss, she didn't let it deter her. Coco continued to shine in Qatar, reaching the quarterfinals and showing her skills on the court. But it wasn't just singles where she excelled. The American tennis player teamed up with Jessica Pegula and successfully defended her title in the doubles category. The Dubai Championships witnessed another impressive display from her as she made her way to the semifinals. Iga Swiatek, who seemed to be a thorn in her side throughout the season, unfortunately put an end to her journey. As the season progressed, Gauff's prowess on the tennis court remained evident. At the Indian Wells tournament, she fought her way to the quarterfinals, taking on some formidable opponents along the way. It was a closely contested battle against Aryna Sabalenka, but Gauff narrowly missed out on advancing further. Coco's journey continued at the Rome WTA tournament, where she once again demonstrated her abilities on the court. Although her singles campaign ended in the third round against Marie Boskova, Gauff left a lasting impression with her skills and determination. But the window of opportunity can be quite short in tennis. New players burst onto the scene, but many end up fizzling out by their late 20s. Gauff seems to have no trouble taking care of business against lower-ranked players, but struggles when facing the top dogs. Some experts have pointed out that her grip on the forehand side is too Western, which can lead to inconsistencies and mistakes. Pam Shriver, a tennis commentator, has voiced her thoughts on Coco's forehand, saying, "It's not easy to overcome because everyone you play is trying to break down that side. I have no doubt that they're doing everything they can to get that solved. I just think Coco has to ratchet down the expectations, take it one day at a time, and continue to be the professional she is." Thanks to a series of impressive performances, though, Coco Gauff's net worth is currently valued at approximately $8 million. She's currently in the top 10 WTA, which is a testament to her remarkable talent and dedication to the sport. When she isn't playing tennis, her love for her family knows no bounds. The 18-year-old tennis sensation cherishes the strong bond she shares with her younger brother Cameron, who played a significant role in inspiring her New Balance shoe collection. In addition to her deep-rooted connection with family, Gauff proudly embraces her passion for the Miami Heat basketball team. A die-hard fan, Heat star Jimmy Butler once even offered her tickets to attend the Heat's regular season game. So, from bursting onto the tennis scene at the young age of 15 to breaking into the top 10 rankings by 19, Coco Gauff's ambitious journey and unstoppable rise have been impressive. However, unlike Maria Sharapova, she's got a long way to go before her first Grand Slam title. With her rank currently in the WTA's top 10 and some areas of weakness in her game, it remains to be seen if this tennis prodigy will opt for more slow and steady growth instead.